Good morning, everybody. Louis, good morning to you. And Sammy, wow, that'll be a long time. I don't see you for a while. Thank you once again. Wow, this is a great day. All right. I'm so sorry, guys, for starting today's MAO so late. I'm very sorry. But trust me, it's not because I am lazy. In fact, I'm that busy this morning. Since 8 o'clock, since 8 a.m., I have meetings after meetings after meeting. I was just transiting between meetings and preparing the MAOs. Wow, it's really crazy. Because I think the last few days, we did a very good show for the 31st December, the 2nd January evening, this MAOs, special MAOs, and I got a lot of fans, okay? So now a lot of people are willing to work together with us to expand TWB Traders Academy overseas. So that, and they know that I'm now stay home because my wife is not in Singapore. So what happened is that they had to come all the way down to Tampines to meet me. So of course, since they come all the way down to Tampines to meet me, right, I have to make sure that I give them some time. But again, like I said, I'm committed to do my MAO every single day. So my goodness, I'm really going nuts. So once again, itself, right, thank you guys. All your support on that day, the last few days was very wonderful. Without all you guys coming into all the love button, everything itself, right? Seriously, this will not happen. So I always very appreciate towards people who help us in this business, and we really thank you for all that, right? So I'm so sorry once again if I make you waited for so long. Thank you for waiting. Let's begin our MAO right now, okay? By the way, again, once again, thank you. Wow, Sammy, good to see you once again. All right, let me just get myself up, ready and go. Okay, today is the 5th of January 2022, Wednesday. Now, someone did ask me yesterday regarding about why yesterday go have this Super Tuesday. Now, Super Tuesday is not a compulsory thingy. So, of course, yesterday I was getting ready for my kids. Today is the first day of school. If you're on my Facebook, you can see all my little archive, my diary. Now, for me, very simple, dear all. If you want to be my friend on Facebook, you just have to contact me on Facebook and say, hi, I'm who, and I'm a student, and which batch are you in? That's all. Simple as that. So after that, I can just verify and I'll bring you in, because I don't add people. Although Facebook does suggest your name to me, but I don't want to take your time, right? So only if people who wants to meet up with me, then I will add. All right, then of course you can see my back-to-back day-to-day schedule, and see it's really nuts. Okay, all right. So I saw this week itself, right? Will we have a Super Tuesday, like revision on this? I will try to arrange, because now I'm really back to back and I have to rush because I have to take care of my kids and stuff like that. So hopefully everybody understand. My wife will be back hopefully before February. Hopefully, let's see how it goes. Thank you once again. All right, just a click away. Thank you, Louis. Thank you, Anthony, and thank you, Allison. All right, so today you can see the collage that I have for background is very important. You can see now we have the Omicron getting crazier. The COVID cases in the US is really nuts. 1 million cases in a single day. Now think about this. If Singapore got 1 million cases in a single day, that's 1/6 of the population itself. That's how crazy it is, okay? And of course, we have the supply chain. Seemingly, the pressure is coming off. So I'll talk about that later. And of course, we have the Warren Buffett, who's a phone call away. All right, he has made $120 billion. My God, $120 billion from trading Apple alone, or put away, investing in Apple alone, $120 billion. Somehow or other, right, I just wonder why our local sovereign fund can't really do that. Imagine you can make $120 billion. That's a pretty good idea, right? I think that will make us very happy. Okay, joke, huh? All right, then of course we have Tom Lee today. He will take the last slide because he is going to be the main guy to tell us what to do for 2022, especially the next few months. Okay, let's go. Tom Lee is pretty serious about the first half of the year. Yes, he's very serious, and I think that you will want to really listen to what I share. Of course, it's something a similar one that I shared in the late night event, but then again today I'll have it more emphasized. Yeah. Disclaimer apply as usual, my friends. My job is to make sure that you guys profit from the market. Your job is to make sure that you follow the rules and make sure you do your risk assessment and do it proper. All right. Okay. This is very, very important. Now, of course, let's take a look here itself. Right now, those who are in the Marine or the forces, right? Do you know what are these? I cannot really pronounce it properly. So I just Sapper Fidelis. Fidus. Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay, Sapra Fortis on Sapra Paratus. Okay, I'm very bad with this. But do anyone know what this tree means? All right, of course, if you're in a force, you probably will know it. Anybody here can don't Google. Do you know it by heart? What this thing meant? Okay, let me see whether can you do you know about this? Of course, I Googled and I found what are they lah. But it's like wow, okay, pretty cool. Anybody? Please do not Google, yeah. If you know, don't know. Anybody? Let me see. Anybody know? All right. Okay. If you don't know, okay, let me just bring it in. Okay, the first one. Okay, the first one, Sapphire Fidelis. Okay, or Fidelus. Okay. Okay, what you mean? Always loyal. Always loyal. So the Marines itself, right? You use this word is to tell them to be loyal to the country, loyal to their friends and their teammates. Yeah. For the Navy, it actually means always strong. Yeah, I think with Navy, we need to be strong and to fight. Because I tell you, one of the worst things is that you put yourself in the sea for months. Seriously, it's all right. It's no joke at all. And for the Coast Guard itself, it's always ready. Yay, Coast Guard are always ready. So these are the actual meaning. They're all Latin words. Okay. So the joke here itself is that the Marines, Navy, and Coast Guard are all the frontliners protecting, right? So the Federal Reserve itself, right, is a joke here itself. Hey, wait for me. It's very different. So apparently itself right now, people are getting worried and what the Federal Reserve could be doing, and they are getting, then from the bond market now, you can see that the traders getting really AG as what's going on. And that's the reason why the yields are moving up. So later on itself, right, I will share with you more with regards of why the yields is going up and why are we getting big concern. So all these things itself will be shared later today. Now, of course, yesterday, you know, someone actually texted me and said that, Cal, you're not spot on at all because you're wrong. I say, why am I wrong? Because you say, Cal, yesterday you say that the Dow Jones will go up, right? I say, yeah. You say that you go up to this 36,704. I say, yes, I did say that. Then you say that, but the market went higher. I said, huh? Okay. And the market went much higher. I said, okay. So, Cal, you're not spot on. Okay, I mean, okay, fine. If you're asking me to be like, well, sell at the highest point and buy at the lowest point, then Cal will never be spot on. Okay, he will never be. All right, some people even say that I'm a joke. Doesn't matter. End of the day is this, whether it's a joke or not a joke, our trading account, as long as it's improving, our equity is moving up, it doesn't matter. I say, that's why the reason why YouTube, right, in YouTube remove the dislike numbers now. You notice that the like button is still there, but they change the dislike button to thumb down. So that's all. And they don't give you the numbers of the dislike. So what you can see now is that, right, the market, the world is changing a little bit. So in my opinion itself, it doesn't matter. Seriously, it doesn't matter about whether people like or don't like my MAO or whatever I share, as long as you make money. Yeah. So what happened is that, why am I wrong? Let me bring to you. Okay, let me bring to you. Okay. So you can see that. Okay. So we were calling for buy when it was trading here. It was here when we called for buy at about 36,614. Okay. So I call for take profit at 36,704 based on the TWB system pivot, right? So you can see that the market ding dong, but really went up, right? So imagine if you have buy here and you have sold here, you will have made at least 80 points. Okay, you know, 80 points is a lot of money. 80 points is $800 US. You understand that, right? For a single contract. So anyway, or $80 to $800, depending how many you play. So what happened is that, hey, we take profit. And after that, right, the market hangs around the pivot area and pull back. So we were right, okay? But of course, later on itself, right, the market resumed its buying traction and pumped the Dow Jones all the way up itself to 36,917 area. So yes, I'm wrong by 200 points if you're talking about selling at day high. But you're telling me that am I correct in direction or not? I think I'm pretty okay, right? So again, I don't know how you define spot on, but my point is it's about the direction. And when I gave it to you what to do, you are able to make money. So differentiate that itself, okay? So if you think that, guys, I was still spot on for the Dow Jones, can you put a spot on for me? If you think that way, okay? You think that I was still spot on for Dow Jones, just keep it Dow spot on, okay? If you think that no, Cal, you're 200 points wrong, then, you know, then okay, okay, let me see what is your view here itself, okay? Yeah. Then, of course, yesterday I talked about gold, right? Now, yesterday also the same thing happened. Now, the gold itself, right? Yesterday I tell you, based on what I'm looking at the chart right now, based on fundamental, gold should come down. But I gave you a very specific figure, 1796. Remember, I say gold has to stable at 1796, and I draw for you. You can see that I draw the line. It's there, and I circle it for you, and I reminded you guys that 1796 will be a level to watch. If the market goes below 1796, then it will go down to 1765. So again, you see, everybody will love to hear whatever they want to hear. So the thing is this, I said that already, 1796 will be a critical support for the market. If it breaks, it will go to 1765. And I did say that if you want to buy cheap, you buy at 1765. That's why I remember, Eric, you mentioned that as well, right? About me on it itself. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Louis. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Claudia, Terry, Eric, okay, Alex. Right, so I said that. So I don't know. You can go to Facebook and just play back what I say, because people can say, oh, you say, but on Facebook, you cannot lie, and it's basically on the public page. So what happened is, what happened to gold? Let's take a look at everybody. You see, So what happened to gold? The gold price came down all the way, smashed to 1798 level, very near to 1796. And then after that, wow, dramatic recovery itself. Can you see that? So again, if this is not correct, this is not spot on, I don't know what is spot on to you. So although I say already, the market, if break 1796, it will come down to 1765. But I also tell you that if the market cannot break, then it will be a buy. So what's so difficult about understanding it? And I even tell you that, right, if the market goes up, right, the target it will be 1815, because that's an MLP. So our TWB system work is very interesting, very easy. If whatever number you're seeing right now, if the market is going downwards, look for the nearest number you can see on your screen. So the nearest number is 1796. Now, if the market goes up instead, then the nearest number you can see is 1815. And look at it, the market really hit 1815. And the best part is, once it hit there itself, the market pulled back. So again, this really tells you how impressive is this system. It's all over in the chart. You just have to believe it, that it will go to the next number. That's all. If it goes down, it's a lower number. If it goes up, a higher number. It's that simple. And the accuracy is there. So guys, don't you find that this is still a pretty spot on for gold? So if you think that gold is not a spot on call, then don't do anything. But to me, itself, gold is a spot on, because why? I tell you guys about gold, my view on this. Yeah. So if you think that I did a pretty decent job on gold, please key the word spot on. Yeah. If you think that no, then leave it alone. It's fine. Now, end of the day is this: everybody has their own right to towards what they see in the market. Okay. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to tell you what you can do with the money that you paid to us. Okay, for our indicators and stuff like that. Now, do know once again that stuff, right? This coming Saturday at 1100 hours Singapore time, we will have a Zoom session for TWB Basic. Now, Basic is not a place for you to learn what's candlestick, open, high, low, close. No. We don't do that. We do something better. Now, the whole market itself is emphasizing and teaching newbies, right? So I don't think that we do that. So if everybody is digging gold, I rather sell water. You understand my point? You know, the little joke here is, right? Because if everybody go and dig gold, it'll be saturated. But I'm sure by digging gold, everybody will perspire. So while everybody dig gold, I just sell water, because I think that will make me the gold, right? Because if I'm going there to get gold, I might as well just basically go and collect my gold through water. Okay. So what will happen on the day is, right, the first 20 minutes, I will give time to actually talk about the market views, because that's what people really love to listen. But after that, we emphasize on how can you make money using the TWB Basic, which is using MLP, moving average, and KSI. I think this tree itself is pretty good. It's a prelude to our premier system. Yeah. So I will share step by step on how to use $3,000 to make $10,000 using 2 months time, using example on Dow or gold. Okay, I'm not really confirm which one to use, but I think likely it'll be gold, because a lot of people have to use gold. I may even do two if I have to do that. But that's why kindly get your friends to participate. If you think that you need some revision, then of course this is going to be good for you too. All right. Okay, as you can see from our students, they are very happy with that. They have joined us. They really can put that. The system is simply amazing. The levels are all the same. And again, it's for people who are kind of lazy in a way, if they think that way. And of course, they know that it's very efficient. Yeah, that's very important here. Okay, all right. So now let's look at the US economic data for today. Now, yesterday, the ISM data was 58.7. It was lower than expected, so kind. Then the GOLTS job opening itself is also lower. So what's happening right now is that there are more jobs than people in the market. Why? Because there's lack of people. Everybody's staying at home, trading the stock market, trading the cryptocurrency market. Who want to come and work, seriously? And of course, now with 1 million cases of people falling sick per day, of course, you don't expect people to go out right in America. So tonight, we will have the US ADP, the ADP non-farm employment. So the winner will take home, we start from scratch again because the winner already taken out. So we start with 6.88 ADA coin. Okay, let's go. Now, what will your answer be? What do you think will be this figure? Now, the last few times itself, the market have been quite kind of flat in around the 500 plus series. So today, the previous was 534, but they're looking at 400 because this is for December. Yeah? December is a festive season, so the number may not be that high. So guys, now please key your number right now. What do you think will be for tonight's ADP number? Yeah. The time itself is 10:15. I forgot to change to Singapore time. 10:15 Singapore time, where the ADP numbers will be out. Yeah. All right. So let's us look. This is 9:15. Sorry. Yep. Okay, let's have your numbers right now, everybody. What do you think will be tonight's ADP number? The winner will take home 6.88 ADA coin. All right, you can see that today MAO is all right. I didn't really prepare myself very much because I really got no time. I still got a few more meetings after this. Yeah, and don't say you come to my home. There's no way I can go out. Yeah, anyone to do part-time babysitter? Okay, so we have already. Okay, last 10 seconds. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Okay, so we have a few of y'all. Okay, Louis is looking at 488, Fred 419. PH Tan 537. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, fair enough. Maybe you got some information now. I don't know. Eric 336, 368, Anthony 429, Kinghua 300, Susan 388, right? Ellison 388. Okay, Choming 444. Wow, Toming 388, 488. Alex, Claudia 380. My God, today got so many 388. Because mine is also 388. No kidding. I already typed before you all start to write already. Wow, if today, if really come out 388 itself, right? We have 4% sharing the price. Wow, 4% share the price. Then must look up. Plus, Toming have been our top scorer. He has actually get it twice correct already. So maybe we can watch it. Okay, voila. Okay, let's see. How much are babysitter? I tell you what look up what to buy. Okay, all right. Can afford. Okay, so let's review what happened yesterday. Now, last night, the Dow Jones up by 200 points. So I told you guys already the Santa Claus rally. Now, I've been repeating like a broken recorder. I give you sufficient this data views, data points, and I bring you gurus in and tell you that likely itself this Santa Claus rally will really happen. So I already said that. And I can tell you this, if the Santa Claus rally really happened, so by right itself, today, there should be some profit taking. I repeat myself one more time, early hint, if you need to go, if Santa Claus rally really happened, then after Santa Claus rally, there's only one thing will happen, most likely 95% chance, the market will take profit today. You understand? Got the hint. So those who got the hint, please key the word got the hint. Okay, I repeat, if you have got the hint, key the word got the hint. Okay, So the Dow Jones rises 200 points to record Tuesday, but Nasdaq shed 1% due to the higher rates divide the market. I already tell you guys, one market to look out to short is the Nasdaq. And I say after Nasdaq itself, you want to do some more, a bit on Hang Seng. And then let's take a look, okay? So first of all, the Dow Jones went up because now investors bet on stocks that will go higher, or the so-called epicenter stocks. But then because of the bond yield going higher, right, that causes now bond yield goes up means that the bond price goes down, yeah. So why would the bond price goes down? Because people are actually getting away from bond, okay? So because of that itself, the bond yield keep on spiking, and that created the investors to rotate out from tech stocks, okay? So as the bond yield goes higher, definitely for sure, so the bond price will come down. The money will go to probably to those epicenter stock, but the Nasdaq companies, the technology will get hit because of the high yield. Now, do understand that they really, really need to understand this, guys. If that's going to, this is why I say Nasdaq will go down further, yeah? So with all that itself, right, you can see yesterday, the COVID cases hit 1 million. So honestly, with 1 million hitting itself, right, that should also bring down epicenter stock. But of course, the market need to buy something, right? So they can't buy the technology, so they buy something like this. So because of that itself, right, you can see the JP Morgan, American Express, Goldman Sachs, those are all their financial counters, they benefited from that. And of course, that energy also went up yesterday. Crude oil went up to $77. So Occidental Petroleum, Halliburton, all goes up. All these are oil services company, and I told you to look into oil stocks. And I already tell that itself, right? So everything is pretty clear. If you are paying attention to details, you don't need to be a genius, but you know what to do, yeah? Okay, thank you guys. You got a hint. Very good. Oops, sorry. All right. So yesterday, Tesla pulled back after it was up at 13%. Next day, it pulled back by 4%. I'll talk about Tesla later on, yeah? So the yields later on also. Okay, so this is a Dow Jones chart. So in the morning, boom, it went up. Morning means US time morning. It went all the way up to 36,900. Then after that, it takes some profit. That's very normal. It tried to recover, but last half an hour is all right. We can see some profit taking coming into the system. Yeah. So the point is this: what happened yesterday in terms of chart? Let's take a look. Now, in terms of chart, it's all right. The opening price you can see is already above MLP. Now, above MLP already tells you that the market most likely will go higher, right? The KSI retained as green, although it's a downtick, but it still will go up. So yesterday it was above MA30, MA200 is actually above MLP. So three main lines is already above. So it's a buy. Naturally, it's a buy. And of course, the first target will be 36,704, right? So again, not that difficult to understand this. And yesterday, during MAO, I was very bullish, and I told you that most likely with the fifth day coming in because of the Santa Claus rally. So of course, the market you can see on the chart, it stays above OP, and then it starts to move up. And once it hit 36,704, you notice that it basically hangs around there. And this is the reason why this pivot is so powerful. So it went down, all right? But because you look at the screen at the bottom, the KSI is all the way green. So when the market flip back above the pivot, it's above OP, it's above P1. So guys, ask you a question. Above OP, above P1, what should we look out for? Ask yourself a question. Above OP, above P1, what are you looking for? Right, the answer is pretty simple already, right? You just look out for CCRY to buy. And already very simple. The TWB system is so direct. Above OP, above P1, don't care, don't bother, CCRY, just buy. So there were no CCRY earlier, so you cannot buy. But this is a CCRY, the color change that happened at the pivot. I said many times before, as long as you see a color change that happened on the pivot, you must go with the flow, no matter what. If you sell, you sell. If you buy, you buy. So of course, you may argue, Kel, isn't this a sell? Yes, it's a sell. But look at the bottom of the chart. The KSI is green, and it stays green all the way. So even you shorted, right, when the market goes back to CCRY, you must buy back your short and turn long. So if you turn long itself, look at the Dow Jones. It went all the way up itself. So you understand why this system is so powerful, because even though when you're buying here, you imagine this, you're buying near the high of the day. But does it matter? It doesn't matter, because you just have to buy. Because the rule says that above OP, above pivot 1, CCRY is always a buy. Never change and never will change. All right. So guys, this is how powerful this system is. Very rigid, very accurate, amazing. Take a look at the gold yesterday. Now, gold yesterday is very naughty. Gold actually do a CCYR on the day chart. Now, we went long around here. Then after that, when gold goes up, we've taken profit, right, on the day chart trading. Then yesterday, the gold actually came down. So, of course, with that, it's all right. By right, we had to sell because below OP, below P2 is a sell. Below OP, below P2, CCYR, it is a sell. No matter how, it's always a sell, right? But if the market goes above OP, you cannot sell anymore. So let's take a look what happened yesterday, okay? Now, initially, gold, once it opened, it was omega, meaning the opening price and the low was same. So gold went up first. Then it had to move around. Then it purposely touched the KTR +1, yeah? When it hit the KTR +1 and pull back, we know that there'll be some selling, and indeed it came down all the way to here. Now, below OP already, right, it's a sell. So if anyone shorted here, no wrong. It's absolutely correct. But when the market reverses back above OP, right, something is wrong, right? Don't you see that? Now, the KCX signal appeared at the bottom of the screen. Now, I told you before, if the market is bullish, look out for KCX signal. So when Susan called for buy, straight away, I went into buy also. So what happened is that you can see immediately itself, the gold price activated. And of course, all the way from 1801 all the way to 1815. And that is the MLP level that we mentioned. And the market really hits there, stop there, and profit take. So all these things is all right. That means that when you are looking at here, when you're watching the screen here itself, you look upwards. What's the nearest number you have? The first number is KTR +1. That's 1808. The next number, which happened to be 1815, which happened to be in the same, the stack. Stack means that, right, one of the levels and the KTR happen to be together. It can be pivot, it can be MLP, it can be MA. So once they stack together, it means that the two numbers are very, very close. Usually, like a magnet, it will pull towards it. So that's why when the goal was here itself, right, when I see the CCRY, straight away I look up the screen, I saw 1808. But what caught my attention was 1815, because 1815 and the KTR +2 was the same number. So straight away itself, we know that the market, if it goes up, it will go to 1815. And that's why we'll be buying all the way up to 1815. So for those who actually forgot about this, this is a very good reminder. Remember that stack is a very powerful setup. As long as the market is going towards it, most likely it will go there. So I repeat myself one time for stack. Remember this, stack is when either MLP, MA30, MA200, or pivot, the level itself and one of the KTR lines are actually very nearby, okay? So once it's very nearby and the market is going towards it, very high chance the market will go there, like the law of attraction. All right, so for those who got it itself, right, okay? Remember that, key the word stack. If you remember if you actually understand what I just said was stack, please key the word stack, S-T-A-C-K, so that I will know that you guys have listened. And this is a good revision because I can tell you this, if you really ask me itself, right, next time when the crazy app is ready, right, you just have to select the word stack, and then the system will just run through for you which one was stack, and then you can basically aim there. Now the crazy app itself, right, like I say, because you're putting so much great stuff inside there, it will take a longer time to come out. But if you look at the Hong Kong group chat itself, right, how we have done it itself, we have already made the system able to have the arrows for buy and sell, and the buy and sell arrow pop up, right, the Telegram group, Telegram channel will also send out the same message and tell you where's a buy, where's a TP point and stuff like that. And we are doing a Hong Kong group, and the last 4 months already have been pretty good, very timely. I think the difference is 1 second only, so it's very live, yeah. And that's the reason why I can tell you this. Many people are looking forward to work with us because imagine now you don't need to be online, you don't need to watch the market. As long as you know what's happening, you just have to have the app. And then you can actually click on it and select the fields that you want, and then let the system do it. So which means that if your handphone never rings from us, okay, then you don't need to worry. But if it rings, you just look at it after you selected whatever you want. And then if you want to see the chart moving right live on your handphone, that means that you don't need to look at it on laptop anymore. You want to look at it live, the TWB charts live on your handphone. Yes, just have to select on it. Of course, I need to pay, but how you pay is right, pay by credit. Okay, so you see, this is going to be very cool. Tell you that itself. That's why for us, right, I believe 2022 will be a very good year itself. In fact, my feng shui master tell me many years ago, like 7 years ago, tell me, hey, Cal, you will change your job in 2022, and you will also be like better. I was back then, I was telling him, I said, Master, 7 years to wait. Oh my goodness. Well, 7 years has passed and I'm here. So really, I think that I have to change job soon, yeah? Techno boy. Okay, so let's have some local and global news right now. So US report 1 million new daily COVID cases. Now, 1 million is the biggest, highest for any country. All right, any country itself, okay? So the question is this, how come the market don't report? Because everybody don't care. Because now people say that even though we have COVID, it's just expected. And then even Omicron, it's not severe. So don't you worry. So that's why even though at 1 million cases, it has the highest 7-day average in any country tracked by Johns Hopkins, but it doesn't matter anymore. So look at the number yourself. Look at it, how it spiked up. My God, look at it, entire 2 years chart itself, right? This is absolutely nuts. But on the flip note itself, there's some argument here. They are saying that, right, well, based on history, when it comes to January to February, it will peak and then it will come down. So will that be happening soon? Well, it is possible, yeah? So let's see whether is this going to happen. Will it be on Android and iOS? Android, yes, but iOS will be difficult because iOS got a lot of stringency and red tapes, and obviously must pay them, right? So we are still looking at that, but Android confirm can, yeah. Will it be on laptop itself, right? Yeah, it will be, but of course it will not be same thing. Because handphone, you can move anywhere you want. Laptop, you're going to bring it around with you. Of course, you can say, okay, I want to stay at home to watch it. Of course, I can, yeah. So that's why, you know, we will be big for 2022. So stay firm, stay strong with us, guys. Now, so the reason why the market is not really bothered because the current data shows that, right, the death rate is nothing fantastic. Yeah, okay, I mean, so sorry, but that's how they see it. To them, it's all right. At the time, the high of 3,000 was a bit of panic button. But now you can see, even though the cases is going up, but the number of deaths is no. In fact, it's coming down a little bit. So to them itself, right, this is fine. Even the hospitalization itself, right, is lower than the last time. So even though we have a higher number of people getting sick, but the hospitalization itself is not as high and the death is not as high. So that's why the market got no reason to panic. So of course, the only time to really panic is that the hospitalization shoot up plus the death shoot up. So of course, let's not hope for that because nothing is good. Death is no good. Yeah. So Omicron makes up 95% of the sequence COVID cases. So which means that if you actually got the COVID, most likely you get Omicron. And of course, Joe Biden now to put out more Pfizer pills, shipping for it so that they can fight Omicron. So yeah, so Joe Biden is doing a pretty decent job, but his rating went down, right? Because why? Inflation is a problem. And obviously the current situation now is not very good. So poor chap, yeah. So, well, if you ask me seriously, based on his age, okay, not because I did a session about the gurus, Parker, what he says, but it makes sense for the oldest president, yeah, if I'm not wrong, Joe Biden, he should be replaced, all right, due to medical reason, yeah, for his own good sake itself. So maybe year 2022 to this year, the midterm election, maybe we can see some interesting changes, who knows? Now, Singapore COVID cases, right, interestingly, right, the infection growth rate went back up again. So why? Well, of course, it can be explained. Look at it. You can see that the new cases coming in, right, the Omicron cases, about half of that itself. These are all from the mainstream media. So you can see that you put a chart form, you draw a triangle chart, right? You draw a chart like this. You can see that it's a breakout law. Okay, it's a breakout. So what is happening and why is it happening? Of course, well, it makes some sense, right? Because we are outside, correct now. So you can see that our locally transmitted cases are going up. Our imported cases are still there, but it's the locally transmitted, is going up, okay? So why is that so, right? Because we have more people outside, what? Because on October 23rd, right, the co-chairman of the COVID-19 task force, Lawrence Wong, says that, right, since the thing is coming down to calibrate to make the COVID-19 restriction ease off a bit, right? So from 2 people to 5 people. And of course, you can see people getting more into shopping malls and stuff. So what happened is that, because if more people outside, right, then more people get sick, no choice. So what's happening now is that, right, this is what it's very simple. You're going to get this thing just a matter of time. So seriously, it's all right. To me, so might as well get it since it's not going to be that a pain. Get it first, then you'll be immune, right? Doesn't that make more sense? Yeah. So let's hope that it stays here. If not, right, if they just the number keep on shooting up again and they go back to 2 packs again, ayo, it'll be so terrible. All right. I'm actually looking for them to go to 8 packs. Okay, so now that is very simple for local news and global news. Let's look at some important market information for reference. Oops, wait a minute. Okay, so the supply chain pressure have peaked apparently. So according to some data, and this data come from the Federal Reserve, it says that the current inflation, the current global supply chain indication shows that the market, this supply chain issue is actually dwelling off. So how they do that is very simple. They created this thing called the Baltic Dry Index, versus this is pack supply. This is the indicator. So you can see that the indicator actually shows the shipping rates, the shipping rates. So if the shipping rates is going up, it's that means supply chain issue. But if the shipping rates are coming off from the high, that means that maybe the supply chain issue have eased off a bit, So from where you're looking now itself, if the supply chain issue is easing off, then maybe very soon we can see more, our delivery is much more easy to get. But of course, that is on the pretext that these numbers are based on last 2 months. So now if US have 1 million cases, not too sure what number go back up again. We'll take a look on that. So economy says that the rapid quitting and hiring will continue in 2022 because of the Omicron wave. So as much as 4.5 million workers quit their job because they doesn't want to stay, and usually they are from the food and services, healthcare, social assistance and transportation, warehousing and stuff. So it's very normal in this January to see people quit and then be employed somewhere else. That's pretty normal. So let's see whether is this going to be a trend or is this going to be a turning point. So watch out for that. So there are not enough workers to go around. As I told you earlier, it's right. How can you actually have more workers when you are having people to make money from home, right? So the only way is this, the hardest thing and the toughest thing, but it's the right thing to do, is to just smash down the stock market, smash down the crypto market, sorry to say that, then everything go back to normality, normal stuff, people will wake up from their so-called millionaire dreams, and then go back to work. That's where things will happen. But of course, again, by saying this itself, I'm not going to offend a lot of people because I know you guys are long-term investor. But let me put it this way, with the S&P 500 now, it's at almost 3 times book value. It doesn't make sense. You're paying something $3 for a dollar value. You know my point, is right? It doesn't make sense. Bring it down. A 10 to 15% pullback will make more sense for any investor. So if even the big boys now have $3.3 trillion on their side, they won't come in now at the moment. I'm pretty sure of that, unless I'm very wrong. Eric says that get infected, then you get booster shot for 9 months. Can consider. Okay, so OPEC agrees oil output hike from February as Omicron COVID cases soar. So what's happening right now, right? They are telling the OPEC to come on, man, don't be so stingy. Come on, open up your floodgate a bit. So because this is to make sure that the inflation don't hit the world itself. Because now the supply chain issue, they want OPEC to do it. So OPEC have decided. So the question is, when they have decided, right, did the crude oil price go up or down? So think about this. Imagine now I give you more supply. So more supply means technically the price should go down, right? But no, the oil price went up. So yesterday it's right, even though there will be more supply coming in, the price of oil actually went up. So let's bring it to you right now. Look at oil prices. Let's take a look. You can see that the oil actually went up yesterday. The oil went up to a high of $77.47. And that is the level that I told you, right? $77, right? So again, spot on crude oil, in fact. All right. So even though the data is favoring for being more supply, but you can see the market just don't care. So I tell you, demand supply game itself is really have to depend on this, on a lot of things. Okay. See? Oh, so sorry, Claudia. I'm not saying that you won't be a millionaire. I said that let us be the millionaire also with you, yeah? So which means that, right, I'm saying that let the market drop by 10 to 15% so that we all come in and all become millionaire by next year. So can we do that together? Let's just do it together, okay? Let's just be millionaires together, yeah? Right, I say again, my this year target itself is to make minimally high 6 digits, if not 7 digits, in terms of trading, yeah, really in terms of trading. So I will love that to happen. So let's see whether is that going to happen soon, yeah. Okay, so the thing is this, crude oil price is still hovering at $80, right? And what Joe Biden doesn't want that, because to him himself, right, a higher number means the inflation is higher. He had to spend more money to get things moving. And of course, that's why he keep on promoting EVs, electric vehicles. All right, so that's the reason why. Now think about this. Imagine now a sovereign fund or a big fund, a consortium, an institute actually make $120 billion. Oh my God. Now the fund size of this Berkshire Hathaway is about $500 billion around there. If I'm not wrong, let me just confirm this. I googled up. Let's take a look. I didn't check on this. Let's see now. Berkshire Hathaway. Fund size. Okay, so their fund size now is only $293 billion, and yet they have made $120 billion. Now, $293 billion is about the same figure, if not lower, than our sovereign fund, right? So why don't they get some advice from our dear Warren Buffett? Now, remember this is right, when Warren Buffett bought the Apple, if you remember, he only bought it for $36 billion. Oh my God. Now it's worth $160 billion. This guy is good, man. Crazy. $36 billion. They only use probably what 10% of their fund. Now, basically, it's worth about 40% of their fund. My God. And the thing is this, their dividend alone every year is $775 million. Oh my goodness. Just dividend alone from one company is $775 million. Oh my goodness. Serious. I think someone needs to go for some Warren Buffett classes, yeah? So anyway, my point is this. Okay, now yesterday when I say about Warren Buffett, right, some of the feedback, hey, he didn't sell his share. No, he did sell, but not everything. Okay, let me show you this, guys. I did it for you anyway. So Warren Buffett in 2018, he went in to buy 165 million shares. Okay, and he added more Apple share, right? So the thing is this, that was in 2018 in May. Then what happened is right, in May 2021, okay, that was where he sold off some worth about $11 billion, already quite sizable, 1/3 of the original stake. But of course, the share price already went up quite a fair bit. So even Warren Buffett accept the selling Apple mistake, because Charlie Munger, his sidekick, say no, don't sell, but he sold lah. So that is why I'm sharing you yesterday. So at the moment now, right, Warren Buffett, you can see that right, he bought slowly from 1%, then after all the way. And because why he made so much money? Because Apple stock split 4-for-1. So that's why his stock shares holding increased, and of course Apple share went to new high. So obviously it's right, his earning of the share exploded. Yeah. Okay. So the thing is this. Why am I bringing this topic here? Is right, because since we don't have every Apple share, and I'm just telling you the reason why people are buying Apple share for the 3 reasons. Because number one itself, Apple cash flow is very, very powerful. So let's say now even the stock market is to come down, right? They will have the funds to buy back shares. So let me explain this to you about the strategy on this. Yeah, let's be a minute. Let's bring in the chart in right now. Okay, so pretty simple. I want to just remind you why am I talking about Apple on a regular basis? Because I will tell you that if you want to buy Tesla, you must buy Apple. Yeah, let me explain to you why. Okay. So let me just bring the chart in. Now, to me, it's all right. Apple will have profit taking because of the technology sector due to the yields and stuff. So everybody take a look here. So okay, very, very simple. Apple highest point is about $182. Let's assume that now this is the highest point. Okay, that means that this is the highest point ever. So very, very simple. You just take your calculator and just key a simple mathematics. So you take 182 multiplied by 0.95, you get 172. 172 will be the 95% level, right? That's 5%. So you keep on doing this, you'll get the next number, 163. That is 90%. That's the 10% of the high. And you do one more time, 85 will be 154. Okay, 154. Okay, so now we have 172, 163, and 154. So I have said already about if I were given if I have a wish list, then I will tell you that I'll prefer to buy at 154. So what's 154? Let's take a look. Okay, 154. Okay, it's here. So 154, in my view, will be a very good price to buy some Apple. So if Apple price ever come down to 154, Apple will be a very good price to buy. And this was a previous neckline. You can see that. Remember this, come to technical chart, I don't do my drawing in advance, so I didn't know how it worked. But you can see that once the market crossed 154, the price went up, right? So if there's going to be any like double top over here itself, then 154 will be interesting. So there'll be an M here. So watch out for 168, which happened to be 163 level, which is the 90% mark. So my view is this: if Apple to go down to 154, it will be a very good time to look to buy some Apple. Yeah. Okay, guys, 154, look out to buy some Apple. Okay, Apple is in the stock, not the Apple as Apple. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that we can be very rich from there as well already. Yeah. Now, Santoli, right, the market correspondent for this CNBC says that the 10-year Treasury yields much higher as investors eye this key risk. So let's take a look at the yields at the moment. Let's take a look now. Okay, you can see the yields is moving up itself, and I did tell you yesterday, I draw it for you, that there will be a very interesting resistance around there itself. Yesterday, I already tell you. So again, I'm pretty spot on, right? Look at it, the technical level that I draw, and I say that once if the market goes there itself, right, it will form a bit of resistance. So you can see very beautifully, it really happened. Can you see that? So the question here is, if there's going to be a pullback like what happened previously, then the pullback comes in, the equity market will go up. Because when the yields goes up, right, the Nasdaq counters came down, right? So vice versa, if let's say this is going to be the resistance, then of course this yield will have a pullback, then of course bonds buying come in, and then that is whereby the Nasdaq go back up again. But this time now, I don't think so. I believe that it will test and it will move up instead. Now, why is that so? Because we have the tapering coming in with the almost confirmed for sure that there will be an interest rate hike itself in April or May. So I don't think so this time around we will have a pullback unless there's some manipulation in the market that we cannot see, then to choice no better. So my view is still the same. I believe that it will go to 1.8% in the next 3 to 4 weeks, okay? For 3 to 4 weeks time. Okay, 3 to 4 weeks time, I believe that the yield will slowly, steadily go to 1.8%. So if that really happens, that means that there will be some more selling on the Nasdaq counters. So traders, just kindly take note of that. Okay, just a personal feel. Now this guy, he basically said that every time S&P hit a round 4 number, there will be some form of, consolidation. So now the next consolidation will be 4,008, right? Because S&P hit 4,008. But if 4,008 cannot stay, then 407 or 406 will be the next level, because he's trying to say that every time it goes up to a 100-point mark, if it cannot go up, you'll pull back to the previous 100-point mark. Okay, so basically of that is right. He believed that all this all-weather growth counter will be hit, because now if there's no more it's controlled COVID and controlled coronavirus, will be okay. So that's what they're trying to say. So of course, the question is, can we buy VIX soon? Well, I already told you about VIX. Let's take a look at VIX again. Now, VIX, I already tell you guys that if you want to buy some VIX, wait for it to go down a bit lower to about 15 to 16.5. So yesterday, the low was 16.34. So if it went down below, all right, then after it rebounded a little bit. So if you want to buy, then look out for 15 to 16.5 if you are in a hurry. If you're not in a hurry, it's all right. Anything between 15 to 16 is a good buy for VIX. Okay, it's a good buy for VIX. Okay, I'll write it down for you. Consider to buy some VIX 15 to 16.5. Now the thing is, this consider means it's not a must, and I put a disclaimer already. So again, the previous time itself, right? People complain that VIX not moving price not coming in itself. Then after the next day, all made hundreds of thousands of dollars. I put it this way, guys. It's a very simple risk-reward ratio game. Definitely, it's all right. If you think that this is dangerous, this is bottom picking, I'll leave it to you. But for me, it's all right. I like to buy cheap for VIX because I know that I'm going to be pretty safe. It may take a few days or maybe 1 or 2 weeks, but usually it pays. So that's my point. Yeah, if you want to buy some VIX, maybe you want to buy it cheaper. Now, if you're in a hurry to buy, then of course, I thought your stop loss is in place. Nothing is wrong there. It's how to buy early. Okay. All right. So this is VIX for you. Okay, I'm moving around. Oh, Anthony, you bought already. Yeah, well done. Okay, so this is actually the S&P earnings yield minus bond yields. So you can see that, right, actually it's not a very good sign because the earnings are actually down. It's actually go back down to the point of 2018 whereby the money is actually, all the taperings are done. And then that's where the interest rate hike comes in. And that's why people basically don't want to come out. Okay, it happened again back in 2009 itself. The same thing happened there with Lehman crisis, and that's the same thing. So it's undeniable if any day there be a big sell-off in the market, it will be better to go and buy instead, yeah? Okay, so that is how it looks like. Okay, so that is all for that part. And the last one is bringing Tom Lee, the important alternate market news so that you guys can benefit on it. So Tom Lee, again, it was interviewed, and this time around I got it into wording for you. Tom Lee sees S&P hitting 5,000 in January 2022. Now the S&P 500 now, if you take a look at the chart again, it's trading a bit lower right now. It's down a little bit. It went at a high of 48.18, but then after that it came back down. And I told you there's a form of resistance at 47.93, and very, very scary. We are there. Oh my God! I said that 47.93 will be a interesting level to watch out for. Sorry, 96. Sorry, it's a 47.96 is a very interesting level to watch out for, and the market actually triggered it and closed lower. So yes, the upside does seem that if it goes higher, it will go to 48.40 level. That is if it goes higher. But if not, it's all right. A pullback will be here, and that's 4,700. So it actually stays in line with whatever we just saw. So my view is this: there's a huge volume that came out yesterday. So if the market is going to be strong, it will go back to 4,800 again, and that's where your thing will be correct. But if the market pulls back, right, then it'll be pretty wrong, yeah? So watch out for S&P 500. So for this Tom Lee, he says that 5,000 shouldn't be a problem, but indicated that, right, the next 4 to 6 months will be scary profiting, all right? So which means that he's actually saying that February onwards, right, until June, July on, he says that there could be some profit taking, and we can see from the statistics, basically it's right, March, April, May, usually these few months, the market are not very good, okay? So that's something to take off. But he says that after that itself, right, the S&P is supposed to be back to 5,001. So in short, he's trying to say that, right, maybe this month will be okay, then next month onwards, right, there might be profit taking, and then after that, it's all right, towards the end, then you recover. So he also says that, right, there are 3 things to watch out for. It's Bitcoin, energy related counters equity, and then the FANG stock. So if add them together, it's BEEF, beef. Okay. So Bitcoin, energy, commodities, energy stocks, and FANG stocks. So which means that, right, he's pretty still positive on the FANG counter. So his strategy is a beef, BEEF. Yeah. All right, let's put it in for you guys. Just give me a moment. I key for in for you. Yeah, voila, let me just edit the thing here. So BEEF strategy, Bitcoin, energy commodities and energy stocks, and the FANGs counters. Yeah, so that is from Tom Lee. Okay, got it? Cool. All right, so remember our this basic preview coming up this coming Saturday. All right, so with that as well, let's look at the charts. Thank you for waiting once again, guys. This morning we started a bit late. Apology, but of course, it's for all the good reason. Okay, let's look at the China market first. Now, China stays down. China stays down. Now, look at China market. Let's take a look. Okay, China is still staying below the 2 MA30, MA200. It's still staying below these 2 numbers. So because of that, it's all right. China market really got difficulty going higher. It tried this morning, but it failed. And now it's given back more than half of the gains. So the question is, can it test back this point again? Now this point is 15,512, and this is a technical point that I draw recently. So if the market is to continue to go down lower, then of course it may have to go down all the way to this point here, and that's 15,180, because that is a better technical point. All right, so that is for China A50. So to me, it's as long as this Evergrande problem cannot be resolved, it's going to be staying like that for a while. Huh? Now the Dow Jones, let's take a look at the Dow Jones today. Now the Dow Jones today, wait, let me just clear up this. Okay, let's just bring it in a little bit more. Okay, now today's Dow Jones, you can see the opening price is pretty near to the pivot 2 level. So opening between the two pivot. Now, if the market breaks below pivot 2, 36,679, it will also break MLP. Yes, indeed, guys. The MLP today and the pivot stacked together. The MLP and the pivot 2, the two level stacked together. So what did we learn just now, moments ago? Can you tell me? If the market have the MLP and the pivot 2 stacked together, right, what will happen? What can you do? Can anyone tell me what do you think will likely happen later on? What do you think? Please key your answer right now. See whether can y'all get the idea that I just shared. All right, just give me a moment. Let me get some water myself. Wow, Claudia, you're under basic, but you already learned the stuff already very well. Well done, Claudia. Okay, Claudia, because you are not a TWB Premier student yet, but you can answer me this so well, I'm gonna reward you with 2.88 ADA coin. Okay, I'm gonna reward you with 2.88 ADA coin. Susan, if you're around, please contact Claudia on the site. Okay. Well done, Claudia. I really hope to see you coming in to join us in a premier level. Then you will know what to do even better. Yeah. Okay. Well done, Claudia. Well done. Okay. Nicholas, you are also right. Act like a magnet, but already you came in behind Claudia. Okay. Wow. This Eric even more precise. Price attracted to move towards the stack position. Okay. So you guys are all correct, huh? But that's it. I can only give 1%. Recently, it's all right. Rema. This management tell me that, hey, don't give too many ADA coin. Okay, because we also limited, right? Budget. So yeah, we've been reasonable. As long as you guys can make money, we will make money. So of course it can be covered. Yeah. Okay. So what you look at it is right. The MLP is 36,679. The pivot 2 happen to be same figure. So now you can see at the screen at the bottom, right, the KSI is all the way red in color, means the boys are selling. So if later on you see a CCYR on the M15 chart, right, any CCYR, the market may be going down to hit this point here, 36,679. So of course now you may say, Cal, now 719, 679 is like so near. Of course, come on, there's nothing called of course one, okay? Everybody here itself, yeah, here to make some money. So to me, I will basically, if there's any CCYR and M15 later, I will sell and I'll aim here to take some profit. Okay. So if anybody want to join me together and make money, that's what I'm looking at later. Yeah. Okay. So that is 679 for us. So let's go back to the day chart again. So the day chart shows that if the market really breaks down, then of course there'll be some profit taking today lah. How much can it go? Well, I think you'll come around this area, the cash area, because the next level is quite far away. The next level is 35,993, and I don't think the Dow will come up 600 points in a single day, right? I doubt so, unless something really crazy happen. So I don't think so. So I don't do sell you things that doesn't happen. So I think that the market may be 381, the cash support level, yeah. So maybe 36,381 probably at best. But again, I also don't think so much, yeah, because the KSI is green. I don't think that will happen unless something very terrible happen. Then yeah, then things will get very out of hand. Okay, next one, Nasdaq. Now Nasdaq, different. Nasdaq, I will say sell, because why? Nasdaq, please take note. Nasdaq itself is a CCYR on the day chart, yeah. Nasdaq is a CCYR on the day chart. So CCYR means you can sell, and you can see the word short is on the screen already, right? Now Nasdaq itself today is below MLP, so there's a first sign of trouble. The next number is 16,236. That is the MA30. and it is now trading below it already. So theoretically speaking, it can go lower. So where would it go? Well, logically speaking, it can go to this point, 16,191. But I think the fairer figure should be going down is 15,987. Yeah, I think that this is better. But the BNB extension is crazy. It's 15,726. So what I share with my friends is this. I told them that you can short the Nasdaq first, and then after that it's all right. Basically aim lah. Whether you go down to 15,726 is already a wild guess, but just aim it there. If wrong, I mean, if it doesn't go there itself, at least there's some meat along the way down. But if it goes there itself, right, it's quite a hefty. That's about nearly 500 points. So you can consider. Okay, you can consider. Now, by the way, you can see on my screen itself, right, there's a hybrid here. Don't worry, this is because the KSI reading the chart at a nano speed itself. So you need to do is just change the time frame, go back it again. Yeah, it'll be refreshed. So that's tell you that KSI is a formula. It's not an indicator that see the data and then churn up. No, it is a formula behind the scene. So that's the reason why it's all right. It takes a little bit more, right? And you see hybrid happening once in a while itself. Yeah, hybrid means the green and red comes together. That is not because it's spoiled, because of the system behind it. So that's why many people try to break the code, but they find it a bit difficult. Yeah. Okay, the next one, S&P 500. Now, S&P 500 is very interesting. It's a DJDD. You can see Doji directional day. So this is also a thing to watch out for, because you can know that DJDD means that there's a chance of a directional day, upside or downside, singular day directional. So at the moment now, it seems to pick the downside. The opening price is 1794. And is now below MLP 4797, 4794. So if it goes down further, it will break the cage support level. Where would it go, right? Well, basically, if you ask me, it should be able to go down to this point here, and that's 4759 level. Yeah, 4759 level. That is the BNB SL level. Now, if we really go for the sell, let's say if the Nasdaq really come down 500 points, then of course the downside can bring it all the way to 4720 level, because it happened to be also in line with the BNB 1x1, which is 4716 level. Now at the moment itself, the KSI is still pretty green, so that means that the downside will still be kind of limited. Yeah, the Dow Jones is holding it up, so don't need to get too excited over this. Okay, wait for a while, unless the Dow flip down, then you have a double whammy, which means that both the Dow and the Nasdaq coming down. That's terrible. Now for Hang Seng itself, right, basically, as you all have been hearing me live many times, I'm more towards to sell in Hang Seng to buy. So now you can see the KSI retain as red. Now you can see that recently when the Hang Seng go up itself, right, the KSI retain as red. So that's why when the market breaks down, you can see the selling came off. So I like to sell when the market is doing this. When the KSI is red and the market is going up, once the market breaks a technical point, usually the selling will come in, and that's what I've been doing the last few days. So if Hang Seng continue to go down, now 23,055 is actually the first technical point already. That's a chocolate bar, which already met this earlier today. Now the next target is this figure in, and that is BNB 1 minus 1x1, and that figure is 22,636. Okay, that is a figure that the market can go. And if it goes even lower, it's 22,504. Yeah. So if you ask me, it's all right. If the market stays below 23,055 by closing today, there is a chance to see 22,636 level. So that is my Hang Seng view. Yeah. So you can see that this morning for Hang Seng, right, we have traded and many students make money yesterday. Sorry, today. Many students make money from Hang Seng. Let me just share with you live right now. Just me bring it in. Going live right now. Let me just show to you students making money in Hang Seng group itself. Wow, today they have a really good day today. Let me just bring it into you. Yeah. Okay, you can take a look here, guys. This is the Telegram group. I bring it up to you. You can see live in person. Okay. So you can see today is 5th of January, right, guys? You can see that early morning is already, well, we already have what to do. And then after that, the system will tell us the robot, yeah, it's a robot, yeah. You tell us that, okay, what's happening to the Hang Seng? And then I reminded them that, right, if the market is omega signal, if it goes below the OP, there'll be a sell-off. And of course, King Hua earlier already had mentioned that. And of course, after that, students began to make money. Now, what is crazy, the system itself, this is fully automated in a way, whereby once the sell signal comes in, an orange arrow will pop up so that you can know what to do, okay? So basically the KSI was green or was red in color, the arrow come up. So traders will know that if it goes down, where will be the first level to take profit, and that's KTR -1. Yeah, you need training for this, a short training, but you can see after that it's all right. Oh my God, look at the number of people making money. Look at it, my God. Some of them make as much as $300+. My God, Allison, well done. You can see that. So more people make, and this is all students, and you cannot lie because all these students are live in the office and they make money. You can see that, okay? This particular student makes $751 US. Look at it, and of course we updated and it really came down to give the profit. So you think about this, if this is a TWB system and is already students are making money, how can those forums, right, said people losing money? This is really crazy. End of the day, it's all right, people can be bitter. But if you are going to listen to people who are using anonymous nickname, or they're not even real, while we are having real here, it's all right, and you believe in them, that's being too silly, yeah? So you can see a student actually, wow, this is a very solid student. He actually write in detail what to do, and he actually profited from it itself. You see, I did well, and great omega signal did not chase, and then rewarded. Today is a good experience. He actually follow what we tell him to do and write down and stuff. So today is his first winning. Now the profit is not the key point, how much they make. End of the day is that they actually use the system and profit. And of course, you can see students can actually ask questions in the office, guys. So really do join the Hang Seng group itself. Hang Seng is not easy to trade, but you just have a couple of 1 or 2 days of losses, but the remaining 6-7 days usually is profitable. So let me inform you guys, we have 7 days in a row of good profit. So I think that, right, you need to go slow, but again, after the cycle is over, again, it's going to be very easy to trade again. So guys, don't you really want to be involved in an environment like this? Okay, think about this, yeah? Okay, pretty cool, right? Okay, anyway, let's continue with Hang Seng. Sorry to diverge a little bit. Let's continue with the day chart for Nikkei right now. Now for the Nikkei, it's all right. Nikkei yesterday went up already. Today is kind of flat. Not really moving, but it's above MLP, it's above MA30 and MA200. So most likely the upside pressure is there. So Nikkei is all right. I got no view on this, so I'm going to leave it there now. Okay. Not every day I got view, yeah. DAX. Now DAX already continued to cover up all the gaps itself. And the very powerful part is this. I told you there's a chocolate bar right here at 16,195. Yesterday, the DAX touch and came down. Beautiful once again. All these numbers are all made available on a TWB system. You just have to follow. What's so difficult, right? So once the market touches there itself, you can see it pull back already. So what's my view for DAX itself? I think because it touches the 16,195, I believe that there will be profit taking soon. Okay, I believe that there will be profit taking soon for DAX. Okay, crude oil. Now, crude oil today is all right, very interesting. Crude oil today is trading below P2. Now, P2 is 76.76, and now it's trading below P2. And MLP is 76.39. So if MLP get trigger and rebound, it will go up. But if it breaks below MLP, I'm so sorry. You notice there's a stack at the bottom, right? The MA200 and the MA30 is there. So likely there could be some profit taking. Now with the 400,000 barrel of oil made available by OPEC, I think it will hit the market. And very interesting, guys, it's a triple stack. The MA30, MA200, and the BMB -1 × 1, all of them hits about $73.20 to $73.50. So which means that, right, it's a triple stack here itself. So I believe that if the crude oil prices come down, right, this will push down many counters in the Dow Jones. That's the reason why I kind of believe that today or tomorrow latest, there will be profit taking in the equity market. So you understand how I link everything together, right? Not every time you can use them together, but it's a certain time itself when they're all lined up together, you have to utilize it itself, okay? So today, that's the reason why I'm kind of selling, Okay, cool. Use the crude oil as an indicator, especially if crude oil goes down, the Dow will come down faster. Okay, then how about gold today? Now, gold today is a CCRY formation, CCRY. Now, for gold itself, right, it has been pretty naughty. It came down because of the dollar was strong, but yesterday dollar was weak. The dollar created the gold price higher. Now, the thing is this, the midpoint of this one is a key point. The whole red bar itself, the midpoint is about 1815. So that's why gold will likely have a problem here itself. Now, gold today has no pivot. I repeat, gold got no pivot. So today, the opening price is also about 1814. So if it stays above OP, it will go up to 1829. If it stays below OP, it will go down to 1897, 1797. So I will say this upfront, guys. If today market stays above OP, it will go to 1829. If it stays below OP, it will go down to 1797. So traders, watch out for that, yeah, because of the no pivot day today. Not every day got pivot one. The pivot is very unique because it's a formula again. So you see, that's why you see many people try to break the code, right? Like, how come got that? Because if you don't have the formula, you won't know what's going on, and you need the pivot to become a better trader, yeah? Okay, how about silver today? Now, silver got pivot, right? You see, not everything the same. So for silver, you can see it's really resisted at the pivot at $23.62. The high is $23.67. No, $23.067. And pivot one is $23.062. So same thing again, if the silver cannot break through pivot one, it will likely pull back. And the downside is $22.70. Yeah. Now I repeat, silver is still not the time to buy yet unless you want to buy it right now. I prefer to buy at $21.94 because that is where the BNB minus 1x1 is. But of course, you can buy it cheaper below $20. Why not, right? But I say again, for that to happen, you will need a very drastic sell in the equity market. And then that's where the silver and gold price then can go down a bit. Yeah, if not, it will be a tough one. Okay, so we have all this. The last two will be Bitcoin and this Ethereum. So let me just refresh the screen again just in case. Now for Bitcoin and Ethereum, we have mentioned to you, Bitcoin itself is still hanging around this area here. Bitcoin has triggered the bottom at 46,000, but I still think that it will come down to 43,000. So I'm not in a hurry to buy yet. So wait for a while. Not trading also. The boys are still selling. Market is still pretty bearish. So no need to trade, yeah, on this if you want. If you're asking me. Now Ethereum itself is trying to find some strength. It has started to formulate around this 3773. I remember tell you that 3770 level will be a very strong support for this Ethereum. And the boys are buying and the blue bars are retreating. So you can see that there's a reason why Bitcoin is coming down a bit, but Ethereum is on the way up itself. Now for Ethereum itself, right, anytime you can buy it cheap will be better. 3,700 is okay, reasonable. If it goes higher, right, 3,900 level will be a good profit level to take some profit. But again, I stress this again, if ever it comes down, right, anytime 3,400 level will be a better buy for Ethereum. Okay, all right. So my view again, to just summarize once again, remember, I already told you, very important, today is all right. Most likely we'll see some profit taking because this is the end of the Santa Claus rally. All right, so if you believe in Santa Claus rally too, then of course, these 2 days, try to take some profit. Watch out for crude oil. If the crude oil goes down, most likely it will all happen, yeah? All right, that will be all for today. Once again, thank you for waiting for me. I really appreciate it. Have a great lunch. This is Cal signing off. I will see you again tomorrow in the morning. Bye-bye.